I once again welcome you all to my YouTube channel English Banisa. So students, today also we are going to see about the verbs. In the last video we have seen the introduction to verbs and its types. So let's recall the last video. We have discussed that by learning noun, pronoun, adjective and articles, we can make only subject and object of a sentence. We cannot make whole sentence by learning noun, pronoun, adjective, and articles. Like to complete a sentence, we need to make this structure subject plus verb plus object. So, without verb, we cannot make any single sentence. And we have also seen there are nearly 20 to 25 type of verbs are there in English. From those types, today we are going to see the main verb, which is also called principal or ordinary verb, and transitive and intransitive verb. So, So now let us start the main verbs or principal verbs. So main verbs are words like prepare, knock, eat, drink, run and so on. So main verbs are nothing but these are our actions like we sleep or jump, run, eat and knock or prepare something. So we may add d or ed or ing at the end of such verbs to form a new verbs. Like if I add ing to sing, that becomes singing, or if I add d to walk, that become walked. So by adding d, ed or ing to such verbs, we can make a new verb, and the base form of the verbs or the principal verbs may be changed according to other words in the sentences. So how we have to add d, ed or ing, that depend on the sentences. Like bake become baked, sing become singing. And sometimes we change the base form of the verb also, like grow become grown and fly become flew, road become ride become road, etc. So main verbs are nothing but these are our action verbs. Now let us see transitive and intransitive verbs. First we'll see the transitive verbs. Transitive verbs are nothing but these are the verbs which requires an object to complete its meaning. Like here I have given example, the soldiers attack the enemy. Here the soldiers, which is acting as a subject, and attack, which is a verb, and the enemy, which is the object. So these verb attack, which is a transitive verb which required an object to complete its meaning. He killed him. Here also this killed, which is a verb which requires an object to complete its meaning. So these are called transitive verb which require an object to complete its meaning. Now, intransitive verbs are nothing but these are the verbs which don't require an object to complete its meaning. That are called intransitive verb, like wind blows. So, the verb which doesn't require an object to complete its meaning, that is called intransitive verb. But it makes good sense by itself. That are come under intransitive, like wind blows, which is complete by itself and doesn't require an object. She is dancing. She is smiling, so that all are come under intransitive verbs. So till here we have seen transitive and intransitive verbs definition, but why we call it so? Why we call transitive verb to transitive or intransitive to intransitive? So what is the meaning of transit? So the meaning of transit is nothing but to pass over. Like it means the verb which pass their actions forward are called transitive verbs. As you can see here, this attack, which is a verb, it passing its action to object, which is enemy. So that is come under transitive verb, which is passing their this verb which passing their action to object. Here also he killed. Killed is a verb and it's passing its action to him, which is the object here. And the verbs which do not pass their action forward are called intransitive verbs. Like example, wind blows, she is dancing, she is smiling. Here no object is there, so that's why that come under intransitive verb, because these verbs are not forwarding their actions to object. Here the objects are missing, so that come under intransitive verbs. Let me clear the point, like transitive verbs. Like when we shop online, have you noticed when you check your current location of your product when it would be reached to you? So you will notice in transit over there means it is coming. Or you can say transfer, send one place to another place, and translation also. We change one language to another. So all in all, maximum word shows their form. So in English, so transitive means nothing but to pass over. So the verbs which will pass their actions are transitive verbs, whereas the verb which don't pass their actions, they end there only, are called intransitive verbs. So now let us see some example of transitive and intransitive verb. Let's see the first example, like India defeated. So here our transitive verb which is a defeated. So here verb object is missing. So we need object to complete this sentence. Our sentence is incomplete here. It's required an object to complete its sense. India defeated. We need something here. So here by adding in Australia by 22 runs on 26 December. Now can we say object to these things, like Australia which is object, 22 runs which is also object, and 26 December this is also object. But we cannot say this sentence is a transitive because we have given object to this preposition which is in, by, and on, not to this verb. So here we need to give object to this verb. So the correct sentence must be India defeated Australia. So this defeated which is a verb, we have given object, that is Australia. Now it is a complete sense. Now it's giving a complete sense. Now it is a complete sentence as well. Now it sounds complete. So when your verb need object, give object to verb, not to preposition. So now this, and students remember this structure: subject plus verb plus object, which is a structure of sentence. Verbs takes object and prepositions also takes objects, and noun pronoun can be subject and object of a sentence. Not any other parts of speech can become subject and object except noun and pronoun. So now let us see the second example. I ordered. What you ordered. So if we want to know the object, or we want to see a transitive, the verb is transitive or not, we have to add what after the verb. So we will get the answer. If we are getting answer, then that sentence must be a transitive sentence. Like I order what? I order pizza or sandwich or something else. So that come under transitive verb if we add object here. Like if I add here pizza, that come under transitive verb. And he saw in the mirror. What he saw in the mirror? Something he should saw in the mirror. So that come under, if we add object, then it will come under transitive verb. He saw the mirror. Now it is giving a complete sense because saw which is a verb and the mirror which is a object. So it is a complete sense. So it come under transitive verb. He dedicated his life to fighting racism. Here dedicated which is a verb and this is a transitive verb because his life which is object. So he dedicated his life to racism. Now this to fighting racism, that this to is a preposition and we have given object to preposition. But till here we can see this sentence is in transitive. Now the ant found the wasp. Here also this sentence is in transitive sentence because the ant which is a subject, found which is a verb, and the wasp which is the object. So this sentence is also transitive sentence. So the given above, these all sentences are transitive sentences because these all sentences has objects. These all sentences has have objects to complete its meaning. So that come under transitive verbs. Now let us see intransitive verb. So intransitive verbs are nothing but which don't take object to complete its meaning, that come under intransitive verb. Like the army attack on the terrorists. But if verb is intransitive, we can add preposition and add the object to it, like we have added here. The army attacked, which is an intransitive verb, on the terrorist. We have add preposition on and then we can add object to it, that become intransitive verb. He sat on sofa. Here also we have preposition, then to preposition we have given object. So that also come under intransitive sentence. Birds fly in the sky. The sun rises in the east. And I sat the baby on the wall. So these all are the preposition which I have underlined here, and we have given objects to these all preposition. So that come under intransitive verb. This one we will see later. He fought very well. And last one, he is dancing and his brother is singing. This singing ing also which act as a gerund. So that is also called intransitive sentences. So now let us see this sentence. He fought very well. So students, we have seen the definition of transitive and intransitive verb. Transitive verb which takes object, and intransitive verbs which doesn't take object, or after adding preposition and then we can add object to preposition, that also come under intransitive verb. But here we cannot see any object or preposition here, because if object is there after found, that become transitive, or if preposition is there then we can add object to it, that become intransitive. But here very well, which is an adverb. So how can we say intransitive verb? Let's see. So that verbs are called verbs of incomplete predication, because sometimes a verb does not take an object but requires another word or group of words to complete its meaning. That verbs of incomplete predication, that are also called intransitive verbs, like the sun shone brightly. Here directly this shown doesn't take object. If it take object, that come under object. Subject and object can be noun and pronoun. If noun and pronoun will come after this verb, that come under transitive. But here brightly we have taken, which is an adverb, so that come under intransitive verb. She drives very well. The day was windy. She sings melodiously. So these all are intransitive verb which has taken another word to complete its meaning. So the words like brightly, which is here brightly, and windy, this windy, are required to complete the meaning of the verbs like shown and was. So such words or a group of words is called the complement of the verbs. So that come under intransitive verb only. So students, this is all about main verb, transitive and intransitive verbs. Let's see the features of these all. So main or principal verbs are nothing but these are our action words, where we can add d, ed or ing based on the sentence requirements. And transitive verbs are the verbs which require an object to complete its meaning, and intransitive verb which doesn't require an object to complete its meaning, that are called intransitive verbs. And the verbs where we add another word like word or group of words other than objects, that come under verbs of incomplete predication, where these verbs shows the complement of the verb. So I hope it would be helpful for you. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.